Clearly, ladies and gentlemen, there is a booing movement that has kicked off in Kenya. This movement is led by Kenyans themselves, and William Samoei Ruto is getting it rough. The senators, the members of parliament, the governors are getting it rough, especially if they are not delivering. Tumemwona hata Esther Pasari pale akifukuzwa na akiambiwa aende nyumbani, arudi nyumbani, because the ground is very hostile to UDA and Kenya Kwanza in general. They are not even respecting the head of state. They are not even ready to listen to what William Samoei Ruto is going to tell them, because they strongly believe that something is wrong. I said in this channel one time that the people will take over and they will not require any leader to organize them. So I want you to listen very keenly, just watch very keenly what is happening here.
Lemia, mama wetu wa kaunti, jameni, mpigie makofi.
Yangu ni rahisi, ni kukuja kuambia president wetu karibu, angalia kile hicho ndio wenu ambao kile. Haya, nakuja kuambia president akuje. Hapa ni kwetu president, hapa ni kwetu, hawa watu wa
Asante. Thank you Kailemia. Asante sana. Haya, niko na seneta wetu Kaduri Murungi awasalimie dakika moja. Wapi makofi ya seneta? Asante sana, asante sana. Antova Merton, vijana wa majengo ni wazuri sana, mimi nawajua. Sisi tunataka kusema asante sana rais sababu ya kutembea hapa. Na tunataka kusema sisi tutakuunga mkono kutoka mwanzo mpaka mwisho. Sisi rais hapa Meru hatutaanza hata siasa. Wakati wa siasa ikifika tutapiga. Lakini tunakuunga mkono wakati huu ndio tuweze kuendeleza ile sera zako na manifesto yako ile uko nayo rais. Na sasa tunataka kusema hapa Meru Town ile kitu imetusumbua.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have watched very keenly, you have noted that the crowd is very hostile to William Samoei Ruto. If you have watched very keenly, you have noted that William Samoei Ruto is very, very uncomfortable. If you have looked at the mood, you have seen an angry crowd. You have seen hasira ambayo imezidi. Huu ndio ambao tunaita mwanzo wa a movement that is that's what we are calling the booing movement. And this one is going to continue. This one is going to affect William Samoei Ruto. And I strongly believe one of the reasons why he went to Italy today is to get a break. Because he's getting it rough. When he went to Italy, you could see somebody going with his head down. Because nothing seems to be working in this country. When you look at the electorate, when you look at the voters, when you look at the ground, in kusema kweli, Wakenya wamechoshwa na utawala wa UDA. Kusema kweli, a time comes when a leader should resign. If I were William Samoei Ruto, I would resign. I would resign together with Rigathi Gachagua, and the country should hold fresh general elections. We should actually go to another election. Because kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba all said and done, kuna jambo ambalo, kuna kitu ambacho kinamzuia William Samoei Ruto kufanya kazi vile ambavyo anafaa kufanya. I don't know what is this that is making William Samoei Ruto unable to deliver what he promised to Kenyans. When you look at it, he seems to have something that is unsurmountable. The mountains seems to be so huge for him to keep. The load that is carrying on his back is overwhelming. When you look at Kenyans, you know, one thing I know about Kenyans is that Kenyans are very, very impatient. Very, very impatient. They are very impatient, especially when they realize that a leader is not delivering. They are very impatient with a leader who does not tell them the truth. They understand the situation. For instance, during the time of COVID, Kenyans understood Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. They were able to kuvumilia. They were able to kuvumilia all those, I think, more than a year. COVID. Remember the shutdown. They know when things are beyond our control. They know when you are trying. Because if you remember very well, you remember Mutai Kagwe. There we used to talk about, we continue doing the normal ways, doing the what. And anytime he would come, people would see a competent leader. People would trust him. Do tell me this, is there anyone leader who you can even compare to the former health CS, Mutahi Kagwe? Is there any? Hakuna hata mmoja, kwa sababu wale viongozi ambao wapo katika serikali ya William Samoei Ruto, wao wako na lego moja. Lego la kujilibikizia mali. Lego la kupora mali. Lego ambalo ukiangalia vizuri utaona kwamba ni mambo ambayo yanaweza kutatiza nchi hii kwa muda mrefu. And I told you that this heckling movement, this booing movement, this is something that, one thing I've noted is that it is annoying William Samoei Ruto. Ni jambo ambalo limemkasirisha sana, ni jambo ambalo anasema hataki kuona mambo haya katika mikutano yake. And they are getting a dose of their medicine. You know, when you lie too much, when you don't tell people the truth, when you give false promises, when you don't deliver anything, when you come up with a very good manifesto, but now when you are given that office, you're not delivering. That is why Kenyans are asking. You know, I have heard people saying that they not vote for William Samoei Ruto. Even those who supported William Samoei Ruto. Today, they deny, they say, wanaulizana nani alimchagua. Ukiuliza mtu ambaye alichagua William Samoei Ruto, utapata ya kwamba watu wengi wataki kusema ni wao walimchagua, hawataki, wananyamaza tu na kusema kwamba wao hawakumchagua. But the truth of the matter is that William Samoei Ruto is the head of state, he is the head of government, and the buck stops at his table. Kwa sababu kila kitu ambacho kinafanyika katika nchi, and especially the issue of taxes, this is something that is hurting Kenyans. Watu wana hasira sana. Wana hasira sana. And I'm sure this one is going to affect service delivery. This one is even going to affect William Samoei Ruto, the way he's going to interact. And most likely you realize one thing, that the government will now move to the office. The government will move from the field. Watatoka juu ya magari na watarejea ofisini. Watatulia pale wakijaribu kuona kama kama moto utawaka ama hasira itazima. Kwa sababu moyo wa ari umewaka. Watu umewaka sana. Na unajua nimesema mara kwa mara ya kwamba siafu huwa vigumu kuamaliza. Wakati ambapo siafu inajitokeza, inakuwa vigumu kuamaliza. Kwa sababu wananchi ni sawasawa na duduvule. Wanapoanza kutoboa mti, haachi mpaka utoboe ule mti. Swali ambalo tunafaa kujiuliza, je, wananchi watatoboa? Je, watatoboa kuangalia lile swala ambalo linawasumbua? Je, is William Samoei Ruto going to listen to the cry of Kenyans? Those are the questions that Kenyans are asking. And as a political analyst, we have to tell Kenyans that things are not good. Things are not good. Wherever you are going, ukiangalia vizuri sana utaona kwamba mambo si mazuri sana. Again, what we know is that the economy is not doing well. The economy is doing badly. The economy is the shilling is getting a thorough beating. Every day tunaona shilingi ya Kenya ikishuka dhamani. Kila siku tunaona ya kwamba mambo mengi yakisabaratika. We have seen, we know in this month, most likely, you know, fuel price is supposed to come down if we go by the international prices. But is William Samoei Ruto's government going to lower the cost of fuel? In fact, if you ask him, fuel should be selling at something Kenya shilling 120, because William Samoei Ruto was supposed to bring the prices down, because he found the fuel selling at 159. So he should be selling it at 120. So when wananchi wanaona ya kwamba he is not delivering, then this is why they are getting wild. This is why they are getting mad. And unajua jambo moja, an idea cannot be defeated. You can defeat an army, a battalion of army or soldiers, but not an idea that has been brought by the people. An idea that has been brought by the people. So my fear is, after the booing, after the heckling, what next? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? What next? Because if you ask me, people are likely now to go to the offices and ask hard questions. And if they are not going to get the answer, what do you expect? I've told you, if you live in grass houses, kindly don't throw stones. Don't throw stones. Now, one thing I've noted about Kenya Kwanza is that it is full of guys who are very arrogant. Very arrogant. Wananchi wapedi majivuno, wapedi that unawarushia, you vomit on your shoes. You talk to them the way you want. Like the way Gachagua tells Kenyans that Kenya is like a company and the Kikuyus and the Kalenjin are the major shareholders. They have preferential shares. And you tell them this is arrogance. This is abuse of power. So wakati tunaangalia viongozi wetu, wakati ambapo wanatuambia hivi, watu wanazidi kukusikiliza vizuri sana. Wananchi wanawapa viongozi wetu muda. Kusema kweli viongozi wamepewa muda. But when I listen to Kimani Ichung'wah, when I listen to Rigathi Gachagua, when I listen to these leaders in Kenya Kwanza, the arrogance, the pride, the way they look at Kenyans with contempt, not forgetting that Kenyans are their employers, and anytime they can call them and people can decide to exercise their powers directly. So ladies and gentlemen, expect more of this. Ladies and gentlemen, the kiti kimewaka, inchi imewaka. Ladies and gentlemen, mambo si mazuri. Si kuzuri, by the way, tuambiane ukweli. Si kuzuri. I don't know what you think. And from where I sit, I can say one thing. That change is coming. Change is coming. You cannot defeat change. Change is the only thing that is constant. All other things change, but change will remain changing. That is my take, ladies and gentlemen. I ask you one thing. Please like this video, share it if you can, leave a comment, watch all the ads so that we can get something. And may you have a blessed Sunday. Till next time, adios.